Another thing about eye contact is that if you don't look people in the eye, you have to look somewhere else, don't you? Your eyes have to look at something, so sometimes you end up staring at other people or things, or, well, for me, when you look at somebody, you look in their eyes, normal people. But I don't like looking people in the eyes, so I need to look either to the sides or on their boobs, because my eyes have to be somewhere or they get annoyed. Which means that people keep getting mad at me because they think I stare at their boobs. And, well, I guess in theory I do stare at their boobs, but my eyes have to be somewhere. Sometimes I just stare off into the distance, just staring while I talk to people. And they might think I'm rude. But I don't want to look them in the eye, so where should I look? It's kind of something you have to do if you have Asperger's and don't like looking in the eyes. So it's not my fault, is the point, ladies. Maybe it is. The 7th point is that they have awkward facial expressions and or postures. And that's, for me, that's true because I sit like something bent. I don't know. I have a horrible posture. I don't know if my facial expressions are weird, but they certainly aren't normal. And again, since they can't read facial expressions, they can't show them quite as well. So that point is true, I guess. The 8th point is important, I suppose. It says that you have to have, you don't have to have, but you usually have a specific or couple of specific interests that you know extremely well. It usually has to do with something logical, like computers or trains and whatnot. Some people with Asperger's, like me, have several interests that they keep changing. I used to play guitar, I used to play piano, I used to do origami a lot. Right now I'm into LP videos. I always have liked quantum physics, I like stand-up comedy, I like animals, and so on, and everybody has different things they like, but a person with Asperger's do it a bit too well. They are on the verge of obsessed, and a lot of people with Asperger's are obsessed. Not always a bad thing. My dad is a train driver, an engineer, and he likes doing things with engines, which is a good thing. He's a good engineer, I guess. However, they don't have to have one thing. You can't go, what thing are you interested in since you have Asperger's? For example, me, it's several things. So, again, that's kind of true, but it can be untrue. The 9th is that they talk a lot, and I don't have to tell you that I talk a lot, do I? This is probably going to be a 2-part video because I can't stop talking. The thing says that internal thoughts are usually verbalized, and that's also true. Well, I do that. I don't even know why I do it. I just go, I wonder if I should do that, or is that the right thing to do? Maybe I should put it in there, because it feels like I'm tennis balling an idea, even though I'm talking to myself. And people might ask me why I'm talking to myself, and I'm just asking rhetorical questions to myself. And yeah, we people with Asperger's do tend to talk about their favorite subjects, going on and on, not really understanding that not all people are as interested as you are. So that point is too true, really. The 10th point on the list is that they have a bad motor skills. They are clumsy, and that's pretty much true. I'm extremely clumsy. When I ride bikes, I keep falling over. I don't like running. I can't catch things. I can't play football. If I try kicking a ball, I get it in my face. If I try catching something, I get it in my face. I don't know why, but I'm just like that. When normal people get thrown something, they just pick up their hand and catch it. If you throw something to an Asperger person, they have to go, oh, that person is throwing me something, I should put up my hand and catch it like this, oh, it's too late. They don't have the instinct of just doing it. However, you can learn things. I can play guitar and piano, barely. I'm good with origami. I can, cook well. Most of the things are things you do with your hands. I have artistic hands, but still, I'm not completely without motor skills. It just took me a while to teach myself how to do it, where normal people might simply learn by themselves. And lastly, the 11th point is, like I mentioned in the other video, they might get too much sensation. They might get sensory overload. Too much sound or touch or any emotion, really, like too much happiness or too much sadness. They can get depressed very easily. They might smell better and hear better than normal people, and hear more than normal people might do. So it's not like it's a bad thing, because I hear things that normal people don't all the time, because I actually listen. The important thing to know about all of these things on the list is that while they are true, they aren't 100% true. They can be bent and broken. It's not like a sickness where you have a symptom and when you get well the symptom disappears. It's not like that. It's the Asperger's diagnosis can be removed, but I don't think they lose their Asperger's. I just think that they have learned how to control and hide those things. And lastly, what I usually tell people who don't have Asperger's when they try to tell me, you have to say hello more often when I come in, and you have to, go out and meet people, you have to do things, blah blah blah. I usually tell them that to me, it's like if you took a bucket of spiders and put your head in it every time somebody walked in the door, and that was a rule. You had to put your head in the bucket of spiders every time somebody walked in. That was like the common rule. If you didn't do that, then you were weird. And normal people might go, but why would I do that? That's stupid. And I go, exactly. That's how I feel about the things you take for granted. I feel like I'm putting my head in a bucket of spiders every time I have to shake hands with someone or simply look somebody in the eyes. So don't force me to do it. I don't want to do it. the most important thing, if you're a parent for a child with Asperger's, or if you know somebody with Asperger's, or in general, is that you should not and you cannot nag, because they can't change who they are. They can change how they do things, but that doesn't mean they are different people. They just hide who they really are for your sake. If you nag them into doing something, you're actually telling them you're wrong. I don't like who you are. Change. And that's not a good thing to say. So yeah, if you have any questions, just ask, because I'm awesome that way. And peace out, I guess.